Do you want a chance at winning a channel membership or this cool ass unusual hat? Be sure to subscribe and to check the description down below for more information. Have you considered becoming a patron or a member of the channel? Links down below. Click.
Come on.
Ooh.
I just love the smell of fear.
Now you're just showing off, Spy. Oh no, his whole like a TF2 career in life is flashing through his eyes. Damn it!
What's the matter? Spy, got your tongue?
Go on, get a random crit. Get a random crit. I feel like we're having a random crit. Ah. Medkit. Oh, okay. Wait. Is he gonna do a telefrag? Dude, you guys baited me so much. Okay, wait. The green button next to the subscribe button. I was so baited with this. I'm not gonna lie. I was so baited. I thought that we're gonna have a funny ending. Let me go back to this. Let me just get from the start. I really thought that this was gonna have like a funny ending or something very weird happening, but no, he just escaped. I don't know. I think that considering you, Customonian, and you, Stakey, working together, there's always some weird stuff happening. So honestly, this was so normal that it completely got me off guard. Sometimes like we're just exposed to so many like weird and comedic stuff that we cannot like believe when something normal happens. But guys, let's go back from the beginning because I have a few things to mention because this is a cool video for a few factors, which I will tell you guys. So let's go. For example, like this is the first time that I remember we seen like from a bottom point of view. Oh, sorry. From a bottom point view on the Sapper. It's under the sentry. So it really makes me question like what could have happened that the spy just put it like under the sentry. You know? One thing that I would really like to see one day is someone making a video animation about a spy using the cloak and dagger to be able to try to hide around the enemy base. Because we have seen in the past an animation, and I think that the animation was called the Puppet Master, where there is a spy just pretending to be an object and controlling a dead engineer's body. But I would really like to see a comedic skit about a spy just trying to stay hidden in the base, you know? And having to deal with a lot of stuff. But let's keep going. Next off is just the spy coming left and right with these attacks. And I don't know why, but I feel like this movement where it goes like this and then this and then this has to be a reference to something. The movement is not weird for me. I don't know if it's a reference to a cartoon animation, but out of the bat it reminds me a little bit of Kung Fu Panda. You know when Tai Lung is attacking like Shifu from upwards, screaming like you didn't do anything, who denied me my destiny? I don't know, but I feel like this has to be a reference to something. Stakey, Customonian, if you guys can please tell me because I did not catch that one, if it is supposed to be a reference to something. Ooh, and also this whole catch, like a great play with the color scheme. You know, I really wonder who was like the first guy to just think, you know what, the color might look like might look to be fucked up right now, but what if I like pose the characters like this, you know, with the highly saturated background. And I just noticed the The spy having the blue eyes and the engineer having still the red white reflection. And he gets it. He got him in the head. Nice slow motion. And you can see, this is the first thing that I noticed watching the video. That so far, Spy has like some markers on the knife to mention that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, yeah, 6. So far, he got at least 6 of his fellow mercenaries. So now he's gonna come for the engineer. I think we can see here a sniper, a bomb, a medic icon, a rocket. Oh, I cannot see it so well without zooming in with my face on my screen. So I will not do that. And you got him. I don't know why, but this also kind of reminds me of like the kill taunt for Spy, where it goes with the knife 1, 2, 3. I don't know, like the motion reminds me a little bit. It kind of feels a little bit like if it was like a reutilized animation, but at the same time with some of the arms moved around to just make this more menacing pose and face. And these eyes really, I don't know why, but they remind me of the movie Coraline. I don't know if it has any connection with that, but I would love one day to see also a TF2 animation surrounding Coraline, you know, like the thematic. Can you guys just imagine a scout like type of like a character just going through a secret door and finding his perfect family with Spy just being there, you know, and having button for eyes? That would be actually very interesting to see, but it must be crazy to make. And also, the detail is still here. The knife with the logos are still here. You can see the faint detail. Nice. And as soon as it hits, changes the color. The second thing that I really wanted to mention is that this type of blood, I think I only remember seeing it on HoovyTube, if my memory doesn't trick me. But I really like enjoy the way that he just goes to like touch it and he just doesn't clean it. It smoothes over his face. He just scatters the blood and gives this little detail. I think this is the first time that I've seen Costamoni and Stakey using this sort of technique, but I think it's something that can really add attention to a few moments. And it's just realistic. Like how many times in movies and other things we just don't see like someone just reaching to touch something. He touches it like and then he goes to feel like his face, you know, like he gets a wound or something like that. So he just goes to try to feel it. This is our first reaction to try to see if everything is okay when we feel something weird around our body. We just have the instinct to touch it, to feel it. Especially since we can't see it. But dude, just seeing like this little scratch actually reminds me once where I kind of opened my head a little bit. I kind of went face forward into a glass door and that gave me a scar on my forehead. It's still there. I will not show it to you guys on this video, but I have a scar on my forehead that I had to kind of go under a little surgery to get a few stitches to just so you guys can imagine how bad it was. Nice.
I just love the smell of fear.
And the way that Spy is so fluid and so easy to read with his facial expressions, really like it just reminds me how much Kosamoni and Seiki, they are kind of a fan of what's the name of the Yakuza series, because since the Yakuza Spy, I've tried to see a few more clips of I think his name is Majima, and it really just reminds me, comparing like to the scenes and expressions he has, like the whole weirdness feeling, the whole weirdness motions that he does with his body, and especially the facial expressions. So I do not know if that might be the only reference or like inspiration for this, but I can definitely see like your taste for Yakuza on like the way to move around, you know, and also the love for anime. And it's on a personal note, it's creepy to see Spy doing such motions. Usually he's such a stiff character, you know, he doesn't do that many movements. He's always someone that is very controlled and elegant. So seeing him kind of lose everything, you know, to be just this creepy psychopath, it's really something that I'm not used to see. So it kind of gives me a little like a moment to get adjusted to it. And yeah, and right now he's just showing off with the knife skills. Have you guys ever seen a butterfly, like a video where he just shows off tricks with the knife? It's impressive. There are people that can even do it with both hands and even like keep tossing the knives left and right, and even like give them a little kick with their kneecaps to bring them back to their hands. Just doing a kick, the knife goes up and they grab it and they keep spinning. It's amazing. And here we go with the flashbacks. Oh, you can even see like the little moment where he just start to flash his eyes before like himself, like to flash his life before his eyes. Look, he gives a stop, he looks at nothing, and then he starts to remember everything. The first time that he joined as a little like a free to play, the first guy who gave him an unusual, and cool unusual, just gives him a hat. And this also reminds me of another video. I don't remember which one it was, but it's a video, I think this is 10 years old already, that in the end the free-to-play engineer gets a Texan hat as well. This is like one of the most recognizable hats for engineer, and I think it's just because engineer is such like a big Texan figure, you know. It's so easily recognizable as being a Texan because of all the emos, phrases, and voice lines, that this is one of the most recognizable hats. Was this the first hat ever added to engineer? Oh no, it was like the hard hat with the little like light in front of it. It was the miner hat. But this hat I think is the most like recognizable for engineer, in my opinion. Nice. And he's just doing the conga. Hey, I see that reference little over there. If you guys wanted to do that, if this is something that you guys really want to do, this is the winglet over here. If this was the intention, it's harder to use this hat, you know, and not recognize the winglet if you've been a TF2 like a watcher for a long time. We have him, we have a team captain like soldier, we have the engineer, we have the heavy, and we have a pyro with this hat. And this hat was used in a beneficent like a charity some time ago, right? And I don't remember the name. I didn't follow it at the time, but I recognize it as being a hat that usually the most friendly characters or people use, because if they have that, it's because they donated or they participated into that event. But I see what you guys did here with the little winglet reference. Nice. Oh, one of the most sad parts about this, that if this really follows TF2 mechanics, that engineer just played for his life right there, and that sniper just died. Just him dancing, drinking by the moonlight. And here we go. He just comes back to it. And this pick it up, I don't remember where it's from, but I think I've seen in a movie or an animation where he just gives back the weapon and says, pick it up. Fight. Pick it up. I don't remember where from. And the texture as well for the characters. And this face, wait. Dude, this face for Spy feels so weird. I don't know. It feels so uncanny. It feels like it was so messed around with that it seems like it's someone else's model just behind the Spy mask. Oh yeah, and his cigarette is different, right? Usually Spy cigars are white, and this one's the different one. There's actually a little cosmetic that is a different cigar for Spy. Just a very small detail, but nice one. And the way that you guys baited us with this, like there's just so much. Ooh, I just realized that everyone just has like a knife in their back. Soldier, sniper. Oh, sniper has a knife in his ass. Ooh, that's a terrible way to die. Ugh. Scout has a knife on his back. He died an inch away trying to get to the med kit. Soldier's dead. The sniper's dead. The heavy's dead. Yes, the heavy's dead. And that moment died with a knife to his back while holding the scrumpy. You can see the scrumpy right there. Oh, at least he went out as he lived. Drunk. And the TP still working. And we can notice that the TP doesn't have the effect. I don't know why, if this was just a choice that you guys did. But yeah, not a problem for me, you know. But I noticed that it didn't have like the glowing effect or the particle effect. And once again, the textures, look at that. You can truly see a little bit of like that how smooth or rough engineers' faces on this. You know, I really remember like the old times, especially since it's a video that's going out on your channel, Custom Mining, that your movements of 10 years ago were a lot more stiff, but because you were like 10 years younger into the animation industry. But now seeing how smooth and detailed like the texture that your animations is really kind of makes me feel old a little bit, you know? It's like seeing like someone just grow from like an instant. Time flies by so fast, really. Be proud of like what you accomplished with custom mining. Every time that you do a new animation, there's a new technique that I can see or a new thing that you're trying out. Wait, did you guys hear that? Hear that? The ta-na-na-na at the end. Is that a little mixture from? Is that song actually from TF2? I don't think it is, but the ending with the ta-na-na-na-na feels like it's a complete reference to TF2 because the TF2 is the game that usually use that instrument that is played at the end. I don't remember the name in English, but that ta-na-na-na-na. But it really feels like this truly would be in TF2, and I like the touch of that, you know, for the surprise, for the expectation, for the end. It usually is a song that we either hear when we start a game or when we finish a match. So this being a sign that this whole like charade, like this chases over the ta na 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 na. I think it's a nice touch. And he runs and destroys the TP right after. Nice. Spy's face when he really fucked up. Damn it, I should just kill him. Spyman's when they realize they have fucked up. And that's the video. And once again, I turned a 2-minute reaction to a over 15-minute reaction. I apologize for that if that was a problem for you guys. But I am just addicted to trying to find Easter eggs and things. I hope you guys don't mind. And if you guys haven't already, please be sure to give a like to both Kostamoinen and Stakey. They're amazing animators. They've been around the TF2 for a long time, so they deserve our support. Give it a like, share, and subscribe to them. They deserve it. And if you guys want to help this channel, please be sure to give a like, subscribe, consider becoming a patron or member. And if you want to hop in on our next stream, I try to play a lot of games, TF2, Roblox, scare games. I'm still getting the hang of it, trying new things every day. So thank you for coming, thank you for staying, and I hope that you both have been okay, Coast and Stakey. Okay? See you guys around. Bye. See ya. I would also like to say a big thank to my patrons, TitanMark01 and V1 Grim. Thank you for choosing to support the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!